Apple Vision Pro came out.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of clips out there about people using them.
I just saw this today, and I was like, oh, we got to talk about this.
I wonder if I've seen these or if I haven't.
Well, first off, did you watch any reviews or anything of the...
I watched Marcus
Brownlee?
I watched his. Yeah. That's what I've seen.
Okay. Well, Apple's VR goggles are here, and here was the scene out in front of the New York Apple store with the first guy.
I haven't seen this.
Who got one. It's the most cringe thing
Dude,
you
what
will see today.
Who are these people?
These are the Apple employees. This is the first guy to buy. I don't know. He's the first guy. He's the first one that gets bought.
Ever in the world?
I guess. I don't know. First one in that store. All right. He grabs his phone. He's like, all right, let me go back and do the applause line again. All right.
I hadn't seen that.
Let's watch a bunch of lunatics. Oh my gosh. Lord help us.
What is he watching?
You know.
Exactly. Dude, that is terrifying. That's going to be the new somebody with their phone looking down. The new thing is going to be...
Dude, that is scary.
Incredible.
Do you think this is really going to take off? Like if they make a cheaper model of this thing, because this is the Pro, right? They have to have like the light or the Air.
I didn't think about that.
Apple Vision Air.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if it gets to be glasses, like sunglasses, then it would. I mean,
it's so weird. I
think it's like a fashion statement as well.
Do you think Apple is paying these people to walk around and do this?
I do think some people that they are with some people, but not all of them. Definitely not.
And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think even if this is cheaper, I feel like that's the line.
I was just talking to my friend about this. It was like, at some point, what's the line where I told him that I think what's going to happen is there's going to be two societies. It's going to be like the Amish, but in a more tame sense, in a way where it's like, well, we don't use AI, we don't use Apple Vision Pros, like we don't use virtual reality or AR, like we just live normal lives, and we have a society, and there is an internal government, just like the Amish, where we try and keep the rules and everybody in line, and if you don't follow the rules, you have to leave. It's going to be like a different version of the Amish that will pop up, and it'll just be normal people like me and you who just said, nope, that was enough, and then we're doing normal human things.
It'll be like living in like near the city, kind of like you and I do to a degree. You a little bit less so, and not using VR and people saying, so like, what do you do all day? Like, if you as if you live out in the country or something. So like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What do I do? I play video games. I do.
Yeah, what's the difference?
I don't know. Yeah. I watch TV. I do everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even a crazy person. I just don't put have it in front of my face all day. That's what's funny is like you're not even like really. You don't even like this makes you not even have to be like a real minimalist or whatever to like reject it. It's like, look, I still watch too many screens, but I just don't walk around doing that.
But I think it's going to turn into, this will wake people up enough that it will be, we don't use any screens. Mm-hmm. But not where it's not like we don't drive cars and all this stuff. Like we use technology, but there's a limit. Like there's rules to how much you can use in this society.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't have cell phones, but you can have landlines.
Or like a hard cutoff of like kids can't have social media before a certain age. Yeah. Like those kind of rules.
Yeah.
But I really think that eventually... I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they've got their claws into kids too much now. Like they've
corrupted
and manipulated them too much already that like it's too late. But I want to say that it's going to be kids just like rejecting this eventually. But maybe not. Maybe there will just have to be societies formed that say, no, the kids are not old enough to understand why this stuff is so addictive. I mean, I've had to have that conversation with Isaac and be like, he's like, why can't I use the old iPhone? And I'm like, son, because your mom and I got these phones before we knew what this was going to be. And so now, have you ever noticed that mommy and daddy sometimes just grab our phones and without thinking about it? Yeah. I don't want you to do that.
Yeah. But also, we didn't have phones when we were kids.
Right.
Like there was a progression.
Right.
You know, so that's something to explain as well. Like I didn't have this until I was 18.
That's true. That's
true. Why would you have one when you're 4?
Right. And also it's like, look, I didn't get one of these till I was way older, and you can see how it's still hard for daddy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have any data. We have no studies. We have no even anecdotal evidence to know that there's a possibility this isn't going to completely warp your brain.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's going to warp people's brains. So, anyways.
It'll be interesting because it is really sad to me that this is happening. But then at the same time, I'm kind of excited because
good news, bad news.
I want it to separate society. I want to weed people out that I can't trust, that I don't want to live with.
Yeah.
Right now, it's all muddied, and you don't know exactly. It's starting to become more clear where people are as the world splits.
The goggles become a visual indicator.
Yes,
I don't want.
You are one person that I do not trust. I don't trust your worldview. I will have my own thing, and you can do your own thing. But the thing is, Josh, and this is another prophecy, the government will make you have phones. You won't be able to leave your house without having your phone because they need to know where you are because of terrorism or whatever bad thing they've let happen.
Well, and that's what's going to be the deal with the goggles. As they get smaller and smaller, and then they can just be contacts in your eyes or a chip or something like that, then it becomes, why wouldn't you just do this? Because it makes society safer. We can know where everybody is.
Yeah.
If anybody does anything wrong, we immediately can identify them and catch them and stop crime. There will be no more crime. Only the tyrannical state will be able to commit genocides and crimes, which that's fine. Because we're the good guys, so don't worry about that.
But in these societies that people make, you still have to hold your phone. You still have to have your phone on you because the government will tell you still have to have a cell phone.
Right. That's what.
But the rule will be you can't use it. But you have to have it on so that you don't get arrested. But you have the phone on you because you don't understand what I'm saying. The government's going to make you carry your phone constantly if you leave the house.
But you can't use the phone?
No, but I'm saying in the society that I make, the rule is you can't use it, but you have to carry it.
Oh, the government makes you carry it, but in your sub-government, you're not allowed to touch it. But okay, I see. Well, why won't you guys just not carry the phones?
Because the government would come and arrest you.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Someone's going to have to be the sacrificial lamb.
Exactly.
Someone's going to be the first one to take off the goggles.
They're in the Matrix. They're in the Matrix. It really is amazing to watch all of this, like everything that we watched growing up. It's like there were little blips of people saying, this is what it'll be like. The Matrix.
Yeah.
Black Mirror. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you just take things to their logical conclusion. And this is what we're watching right now is where you end up. Bunch of weirdos walking around New York City.
Never had a girlfriend.
You got a bunch of girlfriends now.
Yo, he's got as many as he needs.
Right in front of you. I'm so proud of you. So happy for you. I hope that it's worth it.
In the back of my mind, I am interested in getting one just because I don't want any screens in my house. So if me and Sarah can sit there and watch a movie with the Apple Vision Pros on, and we can look over and see each other. Oh, wow, this is like goofy, stupid, weird.
Gonna get us,
but then you can have... Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want to give in.
That one app that it's like, well, I don't really use.
Exactly.
It's just this one thing. It's really helpful for that. So that's why we got it.
Exactly.
Everybody's gonna have like this sort of cop out justification for why they bought one.
So I'm holding strong.
Okay.
I have refused.
Yeah. Look. We just moved the TV from the living room.
Where'd you put it?
It's in the garage.
It's gone.
Okay. If you want to watch a movie, I will drive it to your house.
All right.
So you can watch a movie and I'll come back and take it away.
So I don't get the Vision Pro.
So you don't get the Vision Pro. All right. I don't need you getting VR. All right.
No,
I don't need you taking a step back.
The only thing that does, again, Josh, there's the stupid movie thing, whatever. But I saw people using it for engineering, where you were able to put a vehicle in your garage or outside, and you can just with your finger open the hood or take parts out so you can see how it's made, and then you take it off and you can do it in real life. See, that is really that I think, and this goes with the AI thing. I think the Apple Vision Pro is almost 100% bad, but if there was 0.01, it is interesting.
There's always good with these kind of things, but
if it swings with the AI, where the AI will make us not do art or not watch movies because it's all really fake.
Yeah.
And it swings the other way to where people are more interested in the trades. Apple Vision Pro can really, really help you to learn, hey, this is where the screw goes. This is for idiots out there who don't know anything.
Pro will be very good for like performing surgeries and stuff too.
Yeah. It is a lot of, so they can put the chips in our brains. There's a lot of great things that can be used.